morning, guys. It's Saturday. What time is it? I think it's 9:10. So I've already walked the dog. I picked up my bird seat that I needed. I already got some groceries, just small groceries, because I was gonna go to the beach again, but it's cloudy as usual on the weekends. You never have, when you're off, you never have good weather on the weekends, which really sucks. So I was gonna go to the beach. I still may go there to take a walk. I'll definitely be going there tomorrow. So today I'm going to be doing some meal prepping, but I'm actually going to be doing halves on the meals because it's just me. There's no reason for me to be cooking for like a full family, because then it just goes to waste. But right now I'm just making myself some breakfast that I'm gonna put on why can I never remember the name? A tostada. So I had some extra sausage that I had gotten from Misfit Market, so I'm just cutting that up, putting that up. It's just gonna be eggs and some cheese, nothing fancy. I'm going to be cooking some turkey bacon, because every week what I do is I prep bacon, whether it's pork bacon or turkey bacon. I prep it ahead of time so I can use it for recipes, sandwiches, whatnot. And today I think what I'm going to be making is I'm going to be making a couple bubble ups, some maple parm bubble up, and also some kielbasa bubble up. And then I'm also going to make some mac and cheese, because I have a ton of cheese and I need to use it before it goes bad. So I'm going to be doing that. But right now I'm concentrating on making my breakfast. I'm going to be cleaning up the house. I already started the laundry. So yeah, so that will be the agenda for today. And when I start on the meal prepping, I will get back to you. Oh, I'm also going to be making a cinnamon swirl crumb cake. It's just a box mix that I picked up because on the weekends is pretty much, sorry about that, I had to get my egg beaters out of the fridge. The weekends is pretty much my cheat time, especially on Saturday. I don't really worry about what I'm eating. Yeah, I don't keep track of anything. I just eat what I want, and that pretty much works for me. And because during the week, at least 6 days a week, I'm pretty mindful of what I'm eating. And since, I'm back on a job site again, I get a lot of exercise. So in the mornings, before I even go to work, I walk the dog. We go for, about half mile to a mile walk. It's about a 20-minute walk. And then at work, I'm lifting stuff and I'm cleaning stuff. And when you're on a job site, you walk, even though it doesn't feel like it, you walk, a good 3 to 4 miles a day. So I can rack up a lot of steps in a day. I remember there was one job site I was on where I was walking 6 to 7 miles a day. And it doesn't, it doesn't feel that way as you're doing it, because you know, you're not walking like long distances. You're just pretty much walking back and forth in the building. I have some Velveeta shreds that I'm just gonna throw in here. So yeah, so that is what the plan is this morning. I also have to wash my car badly because they're doing road work on the expressway, and every morning I get on there and it's just like a huge puff of dirt for like 2-mile drive. So my car looks like I've been driving through the desert and I can't see anything out of my back and front windshields. So I definitely have to wash my car. So yeah, so that is the plan. So I'm just gonna let this cook. I already have my low carb out, and I got a little oldie, and yeah, so it's gonna be my breakfast, and I will get back to you when I start my meal prep. Okay, right now we're gonna start with the mac and cheese. So in this bowl I just used up the rest of the Velveeta shreds I had. It was maybe a quarter of a cup. I added some mozzarella and some sharp cheddar. The macaroni I'm using is called Ronzoni Smart Taste. It actually has, the calories are pretty good. It's for 2/3 of a cup. It's 180 calories, and that's actually lower than, I believe, the Banza, which is 190 calories for 2 ounces, and the Barilla Protein is also 190 calories for 2 ounces. And they also had in ShopRite the veggie pasta that you could use, Ronzoni veggie pasta, but the calories on that were out of control. So my pasta has cooked. I don't cook it all the way. I just cook it until it's almost finished, because it's gonna finish cooking in the oven. So right now I'm just gonna throw it in the bowl with the cheese. Make sure we get everything out. And you know, I don't do anything fancy with mac and cheese. I don't make a roux. I don't add fancy schmancy cheese in there. Nothing. This is like just straightforward, old-fashioned mac and cheese. I'm gonna throw some butter in there. This is Kerrygold Irish butter, and it's real butter. So I'm just gonna throw butter in there, and then some milk. And a lot of times when I'm cooking or baking, I will use powdered milk, because I don't get a lot of I don't get like a gallon size container of milk. I just get enough to last me for the week. So usually when I'm cooking or baking something, I don't have, you know, a lot of milk to spare, and I don't feel like going out and buying milk all the time. So this is what I use. I just use packaged powdered milk, and you know what? I've never had an issue. It tastes the same. So I'm just stirring that up. I'm just gonna take like a little bread pan. I'm gonna spray it with some butter spray. Pour it in the pan. Hopefully it all fits. And ta-da, it does. And then I'm just gonna put some more sharp cheddar on the top. And I like my mac and cheese with like a lot of milk. I like a juicy mac and cheese. I don't like a dry mac and cheese. Put that on the top. And I'm just gonna put this in the oven. So that is the first one of the mac and cheese, and I'll be back with the others. Okay, so right now we're gonna start with a kielbasa bubble up, and I'm going to halve the recipe. So I have a saucepan here. I'm going to turn it on medium. My oven's already on. I finished cooking my turkey bacon, and my macaroni and cheese is still in there. So to this pot, I'm going to add 4 ounces of cream cheese. My hands, I'm going to add half a cup of milk. And again, I'm using evaporated milk that I just put in here. So half a cup of that. And this is non-fat powdered milk because they didn't have the regular, so that's what I got it. That's what I got. The recipe calls for a bag of broccoli. I don't like broccoli, so I'm going to use asparagus. So I am going to take my handy dandy scissors, and this asparagus is like semi-frozen, and I've had it in my freezer for a while, so I need to use it up. So I'm just gonna cut it up in the scissors, with my scissors. I'm gonna use the whole bag. It's just regular frozen asparagus spears that I got. Oh, 2 more hiding out. And then it's going to add the recipe calls for like a whole 8-ounce package of cheddar cheese. And since I'm having it, I'm not doing that because that's about 2 cups of cheese. So I just added in half a cup right now. And then we're just going to let everything melt and meld together. And then I will be back with the next part of this recipe. So I'm just going to let this cook and melt, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. This didn't take long, but honestly, I'm cooking, vacuuming, and cleaning at the same time. So I'm like putting everything on like simmer so it doesn't burn while I'm doing something else. So I have 1 link of turkey kielbasa. This is Jenny O's. I'm just gonna cut it up into this cheese mixture. Stir it. This is what it looks like. And now you take, let me just turn you around so you can see what I'm doing when I put it together. So I have a little cake pan. I thought I had another one, but I can't find it. I bought Aldi biscuits, you know, the equivalent of Pillsbury. We're going to use 4. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to separate these first. What we're going to do is I'm just gonna take like half a cup because that's what I have out right now, and we're just gonna spread this around. Maybe a smidge more. Just gonna spread that around. Now I'm gonna take the biscuits and we're just gonna cut them into small pieces, like cut each biscuit into 6. Just drop it around the mixture. 2 or 7. That one I cut into 7. These things are like super simple dishes to make, and you can find them all on the Pillsbury website. They have a ton of recipes, and I've tried quite a few of them, and they've all been delicious. So just, you know, spread them out as much as you can. Then take the rest of the mixture that you have and just dump it in there. Spread it, you know, as best as you can. And then you're going to take some more cheddar cheese. So I'm going to use the rest of the cheddar cheese that I got at Target, the Target brand, Good and Gather. Just sprinkle it on top. And then I also have some Tillamook sharp shredded cheese. If you have not gotten Tillamook cheese, you are missing out. It's delicious. And their ice cream is really, really good. It's very hard. Every now and then I find their ice cream, but it's like very hard to find. And Target sells Tillamook. I know Stop and Shop sells Tillamook, and ShopRite, it's a hit or miss on what store you go to that sells it. Alright, so you sprinkle your cheddar on top, throw it in the oven for about 30-35 minutes until it's all bubbling and the biscuits are done. And then that's it. And I'll be back with the next one. Alright, so we're starting on the meatball sub. My camera just like took a shit on me. So anyway, so you take 4 of those buttermilk biscuits, cut them up in 6 pieces, 4 pieces, 7 pieces, whatever. Put them on the bottom of a pan. Take some tomato sauce. This is ShopRite brand. Pour it on. And then you take some meatballs. These are just meatballs that I made myself out of beef. You could make your own. You could buy the frozen. You could do beef, turkey, chicken, whatever. And these are fairly large, so I'm just going to cut mine in half. And you just sprinkle them on. I'm not doing any measurements whatsoever. I'm just going to add what I feel like adding. Some onions, any kind of onions that you want, or not. You can leave the onions out. I just have some sweet onions that I had chopped up, and you just sprinkle it on. You can use red onions, yellow onions, green onions, whatever you want. Just sprinkle it on there. Take some mozzarella cheese. This is Target Good Gather brand, regular. It's regular old whole milk mozzarella, and you just sprinkle it on top. And since this is like half a bag that I had left, I'm just going to use the rest of the bag. And then you throw this in for like half an hour, check it, and I'll show you what all the dishes look like when they're done. Okay, so this is the meatball parm bubble up that I made. This is the kielbasa cheddar bubble up. And this is the mac and cheese. Now, I forgot to put salt and pepper in the mac and cheese when I threw it in the oven. So I took it out of the oven, stirred it up, added some salt and pepper, and threw it back in the oven. This you can, and I've made this dish before, and it's very, it has a lot of taste because of the kielbasa and the cheese. It doesn't really need a lot of salt or pepper, but you know, you certainly season it how you like it. But mac and cheese is pretty much a foolproof dish that you can make. I've added ham to it. You could add onions into it, garlic into it. You could put vegetables in there, chopped meat in there, and make it like a hamburger helper. You can pretty much, it's very versatile. You can pretty much do whatever you want. You could use whatever cheese you want, American cheese, Swiss, whatever you like, brie, whatever you like. And yeah, those are my dishes. So what I'm going to do is I'm letting these cool right now, and then I'm going to put them, I'm going to divvy it up. I'm going to put them in food saver bags and put them in the freezer for my meals throughout the week or two. And right now I have in the oven the cinnamon crumb cake. That was just a boxed cake. Krusteaz makes that. And yeah, so I'm getting ready to have lunch, and I will show you what I'm going to have for lunch. So for my lunch, I have a brioche hot dog roll, one frozen chicken patty, some lettuce, American cheese under there, and some mayo. So that's going to be my lunch for today. Now that all my guys left, I can actually give you a tour with quietness. So this is an Athleta store. It's in Oceanside Freeport area, in a strip mall. So basically it's just a wide open area right now. We demoed the ceiling that was there. It was an acoustical ceiling, so we demoed all that. We demoed all the walls that were here. We demoed all the furniture that was here. The show was originally a Mandy's, closed down. So right now, we started framing the walls, framing all the interior walls that are going in, fitting room. We have the other side of the wall. So this store is actually in between a shoe store and a dentist. Started hanging or Kindorf or Unistrut, whichever one you want to call it, for track lighting that's going up. We have some floor trenches because we need to lay pipe and boxes for a cash register, a concierge area that goes in the fitting rooms, another trench that's in here for sanitary system, for a water fountain, and a slop sink, bathroom drain. This is the back. It's not going to finish like, it's not obviously not going to look like this when we're done with it, but yeah, this is just the beginning part of the demo phase. And if we walk through this wall, this is like going to be like the employee area and the stock room, and this is the manager's office back here. And this area here, which we don't have walls for yet, it's going to be all fitting rooms. So we have regular fitting rooms, we have ADA fitting rooms, which are ADA is just for disabled fitting rooms. Here's another trench. This is for the concierge desk. I guess it's a desk that when you want to try and close, you go to. And yeah, so that's it. It's nothing exciting yet because you really can't make out anything yet. But next couple weeks, it's going to look a lot different than it is now. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on that. So it's the end of the day. Like I said, all the guys left. I'm currently closing up the place. I just finished sweeping up the floors. So right now, I'm just going to close my lockbox that I have here and leave. And pretty much what I have in my lockbox is I have toilet paper in the Target bag, I have napkins, I have plastic spoons, I have some forks, I have some hardware that's going in, my hard hat, oh, safety vest, I have my backpack, which you've seen, and in my backpack I have like all office supplies and my tools and stuff like that. And then in the bottom there you see that white book that's like blank office forms that I need to fill out on a daily basis. But yeah, so I'm just gonna close this up. Hold on. Close it up. And there's my name. And that's it. I am done for the day, and I am ready to get out of here. I feel like I jumped in a pool because it's so hot and disgusting in this place. And we're in the middle of a heat wave here on the island of Long. But yeah, that's the end of this video, and we'll see you on the next one.